does it do that? Got the game, streaming, and the PDF. Okay, so let me hit back. Well, I don't want to quit the game. I just want to, there, okay. Okay, let me bring up the manual. Okay, go for it.
All right, so I'm clicking the first bomb.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so bomb configuration, 5 minutes, 3 modules, 3 strikes.
Mm-hmm. So, when you see the modules, like, tell me what they are. Like, if they're wires or buttons or...
Okay. All right, so there's a little alarm clock that says 9:24.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, there's a bomb. It started at 5 minutes. It's counting down.
Mm-hmm.
It has a button on it that says abort, and it has, to the left of that button, it has 4 wires.
Okay, so what color is the button?
The button's yellow.
If the button is blue, if the button is white, if the button is yellow, press and hold the button, and then tell me what color the strip is.
It's flashing white.
Okay, release when the countdown timer has a 1 in any position.
Okay. Black. It did flash red for a second when I let go before you told me to let go.
Okay, that means that did you get a strike?
I don't know.
Did a little thing light up saying that, like, you completed the module?
No, I just saw it flash red once.
Okay, that means you got a strike because you didn't release it when there was a 1 in the position on the countdown timer. So hit the button again and hold it.
All right, it's yellow right now.
Okay, hit it when the countdown timer has a 5 in any position.
Oh, shit. I just let go at the 1.
No, you gotta wait.
I know, but you told me to...
Yes, but it was a different color strip, silly.
We'll say new instruction then.
Okay.
Do you want me to hold down again?
Hold down the button.
Okay.
What color is the strip?
It's white.
Release when there's a 1 in any position.
All right, turn black again.
But you didn't die, right?
No, I didn't die.
Is there a little green indicator that says you completed the module?
There's a little... I don't think so. There's a little green button. Yeah, there's a little green button right next to the abort button. So that's been there. So I must have actually accidentally done it right the first time.
Okay. Anyways, move on to the next module.
Okay, we have 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay. So there's wires.
Okay. How many wires are there?
There are 4 wires.
There are 4 wires. Just a second. I need you to find the serial number and tell me if the last digit is odd or even.
Serial number, the last digit is even.
Okay. Oh, geez. How many red wires are there?
1. It's the top one.
If there's more than red wire. And you said it was odd or even? Wait,
Even.
Shit, I'm dumb. You're going to die during this one, by the way.
No, I'm not. Come on, let's do it. We have 1 minute left.
No red wires. How many blue wires are there?
There's 2 blue wires.
How many yellow wires are there?
There are no yellow wires. There's 1 white wire
Cut the second wire.
Okay. My green module.
What's the next one?
I have 30 seconds. There's 4 symbols. There's oh god, I don't know what these symbols.
Yes, on the subject of keypad. So describe them. Is it a circle with a dingleberry on the bottom? Is it a backwards E with 2 dots above it? Is it a
Okay. There's an A and an E combined.
Yep.
There's a little symbol. It looks like a menorah, but it only has 3 candle holders.
Yep.
I just blew up.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the first one that you did was on the subject of buttons. That's the second section in the manual. The second one we did is on the subject of wires. That's the first section in the manual. And then the last one we did was on the subject of keypads. That's the third one in the manual. So pull up your manual.
Okay, well, I gotta escape from the...
And go to page 5.
Sorry, I never downloaded the manual. Let me go back.
It's fine.
Alright, so I gotta go to the... I can't just minimize the screen without quitting the game.
I don't know, you're on a Mac, right?
No, I'm on my PC.
You have a PC?
Yeah, babe, remember I bought one like 6 months ago because I was trying to start gaming with you.
I don't remember that.
That's
Okay.
the only reason I was able to...
Hey, here's what you can do. Don't exit it. Don't exit the game. Hey. Don't exit the game.
Melinda, that was like 5 minutes ago. I already exited the game.
Okay, bring the game back up.
But anyway, that's the reason I was able to play Don't Starve Together with you that one time.
Okay. Let me know when you have the game back up.
Okay, the game's up.
Okay, go to menu.
Menu.
Go to options.
Options.
Go to graphics.
Graphics.
And then hit probably the minus sign on the graphics mode to go to Windows. Or windowed, excuse me.
Oh, cool. You're so smart.
See if that does it.
It does.
Okay, so now when you right click, that'll back you out of those menus and back to the desk thing. And then you open up your internet browser, and if you just search, here, actually, I'll send it to you over Skype.
Well, my Skype's not on my computer. My Skype's on my phone.
Oh. Yeah, okay. If you just put, like, keep talking, okay.
Alright, version 1, bomb defense manual. There it goes. Alright. 241. Okay, cool.
Okay, so bombs.
Yep.
The first bomb. You should probably scroll down until you get to the first section on the subject of wires.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm hitting start.
Okay.
Okay, so I have 5 wires. None of them are red. So go to the bit that has 5 wires and start asking me the questions. Okay.
Okay. Is the last wire black?
Yes.
Okay. What is the last digit of the serial number?
It is 4.
Okay. Are there any red wires?
No.
Okay, cut the first wire.
Okay. Next section, on the subject of buttons, I have a blue button. It says detonate.
Okay. Alrighty. Is there more than one battery on the bomb?
Yes.
Then press and immediately release the detonate button.
Okay, and now on the subject of buttons, the last section. So let me know when you get there. Okay, so I'm going to read you off the buttons. You're going to identify them, like they're all going to be in the same column. And then whichever one comes like top to bottom first, you're going to, those are the order that I press them in. So I've got a backward.
Subject of keypad, right?
Sure, yes.
Okay.
So I've got a backwards E with 2 dots above it. I've got the menorah with only 3. I've got, it looks like a wonky 6. And then the Greek letter for ohm. I don't know if you know that. Like it's a...
For ohm?
Yeah.
Is it an O with an open bottom with 2 little arms?
Yeah.
Okay. So... I see. So I think that you have that one. Okay. So press the wonky 6 first.
Okay.
Then press the E with the 2 dots.
Yep.
Then press the menorah.
Okay.
Then press
and we solved it.
Hey. Cool. That was fun.
Okay. So now we'll go back to you. Okay?
Okay. Alright. So section 2? Or I have to do 1 again.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to do the first bomb. Oh, that was my best time, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
I didn't
it
just...
was.
Okay, good. There we go.
You had 1:56 left?
Yeah, and then before that, we just got 2:15 together. Okay.
Nice.
So back to you, the first bomb.
Okay.
So whenever you bring it up, just start describing the module to me.
Alright, 5 minutes. Why is it dark in here?
Because the lights turned off. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so there's a wire module.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go to the section on wire modules.
Yep. How many wires?
There are 6 wires.
Okay. Are there any yellow wires?
There are 2 yellow wires.
Okay, ignore that. Are there any red wires?
There's 1 red wire.
Cut the 4th wire.
Okay, green indicator light.
Okay.
Next module is buttons.
Okay. On the subject of buttons.
There's a yellow abort button.
Okay. Hold the button. Press and hold the button.
Okay.
What color is the strip?
White.
Release when the countdown timer has a 1 in any position.
Okay, green indicator light.
Okay.
There's a keypad.
Okay. Describe the symbols.
There is, it looks like an A. It's like a lambda. You know what a lambda is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a lambda with a little tilde on the top.
Yep.
And then there's it looks like the Disney.
Like a curlicue?
Yeah. Yeah, like a curlicue.
Yep.
Okay. There's the C copyright symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a big wide W with a little squiggly over the top.
Okay, copyright symbol, and then the little, the YW thing, Disney, and then Lambda's the last one.
Yep. Hey, we won with 2 minutes and 56 seconds.
Good job, babe.
Hey, good job on you.
Okay. Nothing right now.
Oh,
It's we're 22 minutes out from the new year here, so I've got my champagne standing by. Okay, so on to section 2. 2.1 is something old, something new.
Hey, are you streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have told me. I was okay. I just want to make sure I don't say anything really bad.
Yeah, please don't say anything scandalous, darling.
Okay.
Scandalous.
Good thing I'm not drinking because I probably wouldn't. Okay.
Yeah, because you are.
It's a good thing I'm not drinking because it's 9 a.m. here. But still.
Well, yeah, day drinking to the extreme. Okay, so something old, something new. When did seeing?
There's new stuff on my screen. I now have a little thing that says mods, and I have a free play briefcase.
Okay, so don't worry about that stuff. So I'm gonna play the next bomb because we're gonna swap back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, I'll just look at it.
Okay, so pull up your manual.
Which one?
What do you mean?
Do I look at version 1 still?
Yeah, it's the same manual for the entire game.
Oh, really? I thought that changed based on how hard it got. Okay.
No, it's because, so the manual is 23 pages long.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we haven't gotten that far into the manual, basically. So everything's in there. It's just we haven't gotten to it yet. So section 2, the basics, 2.1 is something old, something new. Description, when did seeing a familiar bomb become comforting? No matter, this bomb will only be half comforting. So we still have 5 minutes. It's only 3 modules. But there's likely going to be a module that you haven't seen yet, which will be further down in the manual. Okay?
Hold on, wait. Yeah, I'm looking for section 2, something old, something new.
No, like there's no portion of the manual that says that. The entire manual is applicable to every bomb.
Why'd you say? Is that just saying you came up with?
No, so pull up your game for a second.
Okay.
And go to bombs. And then it says section 2, the basics, etc. Okay?
Yeah.
So pull up the manual and just go to the first section that says like on the subject of wires or whatever it is.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Excellent. So go to, on the subject of buttons, I have a blue button that says press.
Okay. So. I cannot find that moment. I don't see anything that says press.
So I have a blue button.
Yeah.
So what does it say for blue buttons?
It says, if it says abort, hold the button. But it doesn't say abort, it says press.
Right. So what does it say otherwise?
All right. Is there more than one? Okay, but that says detonate. It doesn't say detonate. All right. What color is the button?
Blue.
Okay. The button's white, so it doesn't count for that. Are there more than 2 batteries?
No.
Is there a lit indicator with the label FRK?
No.
hold the button.
It's blue, the strip.
Okay. So release when the countdown timer has a 4 in any position.
Okay. On the subject of keypads, or whatever.
Okay.
So I've got like a 3 with antenna and a tail. A C with a dot in the middle. A paragraph symbol. And then a symbol that looks like a B with a T transposed over it.
Okay. Press that B with the T transposed first.
Yep.
Then the C with the dot.
Yep.
Then the paragraph.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Then
So the last one is, so I can't remember what this is called, but I've got 4 buttons. They're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's a display that has a number on it. So it's probably the next section under that.
The next section under that is Simon Says, and it has a diamond shape.
Okay, next section under that.
That's on the subject of who's first, and it has like columns, like 2 columns with 3 rows.
With words. Next section.
Okay, next section is subject of memory. It has 4 little square boxes at the bottom, 1 big square box at the top, and has numbers in it.
Yes. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is, okay, so my display says 1.
Okay, so if the display says 1, press the button in the second position.
Okay. It's in the second position, and the number was 2. My display says 2.
If the display says 2, press the button in the second position. No, sorry. The display says 2, press the button in the same position you press in stage 1. So yeah, the second position.
Okay, so that's 2 and 2. My display says 3.
If the display says 3, press the button in the third position.
Okay. My display says 2.
If your display says 2, press the button in the first position.
Okay. My display says 2.
Press the button with the same label you pressed in stage 2, which was the second position.
Yeah, and that was the number 2. So 2. Okay. So what I did for that was I went through and I wrote down, like each number as I was going. I wrote down like what the number on the display was. So that was the first column. The second column was what position I was hitting, whether it was the first, second, or third, fourth buttons in sequence. And then the third column, that I wrote down in my notes is like what the number of the button was. Like if it said 2 or if it said 4. Because they'll get sneaky and ask you, like, and they'll say things like, well, hit the button that you hit in turn 1. And you're like, well, I don't frickin' remember what that was.
Okay. What was, how much time did you have left on that one?
40 some odd seconds.
Oh, you crushed it. Your best time is 2:29.
Yeah, well, Nathan and I are smarty pants, so I wouldn't worry about it. What?
I think I just because I wasn't familiar with the manual, I got a little confused at first try.
Well, I mean, Nathan and I are smarty pants, and we've also known each other since the 3rd grade. So if anyone's gonna have a leg up on you, it's gonna be him. I'm just saying. I'm not saying like that you're a terrible person or anything. Like, video games is more my thing than your thing.
Good.
And this is fun, so.
I'm glad you're not saying I'm a terrible person because it's just being recorded.
Oh my god.
I'll have evidence.
So anyways.
Did you change anything? Because your voice got a little grainy.
No, it's probably just my connection, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's still fine. I can still hear you, but. Okay, before we start the next game, I'm going to use the restroom real fast, and then I'm gonna.
Okay, then I'm gonna make chicken nuggets.
Spend a minute to do that.
You're fine. I'm gonna make chicken nuggets. You've got plenty of time.
Chicken nuggets right now.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you still streaming? So whatever I say can be recorded.
Yes. So don't say anything. If you want, you can mute yourself.
Crazy. It's just. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Hold on.
All right. I'll be back in a minute. You back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I allowed to talk about animal stuff, or is that I don't know what streaming etiquette is?
I don't know what you mean by normal stuff.
Oh, so there's this little thing I saw that was funny.
Uh-huh.
It says, no more toxic friendships in 2018. No more toxic relationships in 2018. No more toxic thoughts in 2018. Only Toxic by Britney Spears in 2018. Did you know that there's going to be 2 supermoons, a blue moon, and a total lunar eclipse in January?
Damn. What does that mean, like super moon?
I don't know, but it sounds so cool.
Okay, well, I guess I'll have to look it up. But what did you say? 2 super moons.
2 supermoons. Well, I can pull it up. I just didn't know if we were. I didn't know. That's what I meant by streaming etiquette. I didn't know if people watching this would get super. I didn't know if John would get super bored watching. Sorry, I'm not supposed to say names, am I?
I don't know. I don't care.
I'm terrible.
I mean, I kind of care. If people could track John down, then I would care. But I don't. I mean,
it's a very unique name.
It's totally the most unique name. They're definitely going to be able to steal his identity. Okay, so 2 supermoons.
Oh, on January 31st, the supermoon will also be a total lunar eclipse. So it'll be a supermoon and a total lunar eclipse.
Okay, and then what was the other thing you said? You said 2 supermoons, a total lunar eclipse, and then what? A blue moon?
Yeah. Oh, check it out. So there's a virtual telescope you can look at, and it does a live stream of the January 1st supermoon. So
Okay, so that makes sense because the moon's almost full right now. I was looking at it tonight.
Yeah, so you can look at the virtual telescope project. It says 4 p.m. UTC. I can't remember what time zone that is, but that'll be fun. I'm gonna do that. Cool.
Okay, so do you want to try and bum rush this bomb, or do you want to wait for the new year, and then I can start drinking again, and then you'll sound super duper smarter than me. 4 minutes.
No, let's chill out. I don't want to rush anything and miss your New Year thing.
I mean, I'm not really missing my New Year. I'm spending it with you.
I know, but appreciate the moment.
Okay, so am I supposed to pop the cork before New Year's so I can drink at midnight, or am I supposed to pop the cork at midnight?
Since it's just you, nobody else is there to pop the cork. That sounded weird. You can pop the cork and then pour your glass as it's like spilling out over your hands, and then you drink it like a badass.
And then drink it like a badass. Well done, husband. Okay.
Just saying. And I'll be drinking my coffee with you.
And you'll be drinking your coffee.
That's right. I don't know what I'm doing tonight. I don't even think I'm going to do anything. I don't know.
I mean, I'm totally getting up to all kinds of nefariousness.
If let's see, it'll be midnight. When it's midnight my time, it'll be like 2 p.m. your time. So
I'll make sure I'm up if you want.
If you're bored. Huh?
I said I'll make sure I'm up if you want.
Well, I hope you're up at 2 p.m.
Well, I mean, like, I went to bed at like 6 a.m. this morning, and I could not sleep past 10 o'clock.
Oh my god.
Or 11.
Ridiculous.
I think it was 11. Just because I can.
No, that's true. Get it in before we have kids.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it's going to be like when we have kids. You know that, right? Like, sleep is going to be a thing of the past.
Yes, but it won't be because it's it won't be an option.
Yeah, but I may as well be just playing video games while they freak the F out. Yay.
Say that now.
I know, right? It's not going to work out that way. I know it's not going to work out that way. It's okay.
It's okay. Your mom was asking me when we were going to start having children.
Oh, God. Surprise, surprise. She's only got like 6 grandkids already. Holy crap.
Hey, what time is it?
I don't have a countdown, but it's almost midnight. Maybe I should bring up a clock. That would be smart.
I'm pulling one up.
I need like a timer though. Live.
Trying to find it. Oh, God.
There we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I love you.
I love you. I would give you a New Year's kiss, but it's impossible.
I know. I appreciate it.
It'll be possible.
John Witchy says Happy New Year. Happy New Year, John.
Where's he at?
I'm assuming he's the one person watching the stream right now, to be honest with you.
So he's not out partying or sitting.
No, we're boring and stuff, man. We're like committed to being lazy today.
He can just come hang out with you.
Well, I am totally fine. So unless it's not clear, it's totally fine if you come over and hang out right now, John.
Can be weirdos.
But I mean, we'd only have a couple hours before curfew hit, so.
That's true.
But
That's funny.
But I mean, if he invited me over to his room, I wouldn't want to go either. Not because I don't like him, just because I'm lazy and I've got my chicken nuggets and my champagne and I've already got Skype set up and my husband's on. I'm lazy. Okay.
Let's see.
So now that I'm drinking again, and your IQ will be significantly higher than mine now that I'm going to be inebriated, would you like to start the next bomb? You should be doing something old, something new, right?
Yes. So bombs, something old, something new.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We're gonna do a lot better on this one.
Yes, we are.
I can't believe it took so long on this.
No, it's fine. I mean, I've played this game a couple of times. I've never made it past like the second section or something like that. So.
All right. So I got a bomb on the desk.
Mhm.
And it's at 5 minutes. I've got on the section of wires.
How many wires?
There's 4 wires.
Okay. Is there more than one red wire?
Yes.
What's the last digit of the serial number?
It is a 3.
Cut the last red wire.
Okay, green indicator light.
Next.
Subject of buttons.
Okay. What color is it?
It is blue. It says press on it.
Okay, so press and hold it.
Indicator light is, the little strip is yellow.
Release with a 5 in any position. Did it mess up? Because I might have just skipped a thing.
No, it didn't mess up. It's just, there it goes. All right, so I let go. It's green indicator light. Next one is a diamond with 4.
Oh, God. On the subject.
Of different colors.
Yes, on the subject of Simon Says. Okay, so we're probably not going to pass this one. It's fine. This particular module is a pain in the ass. So, one of the 4 colored buttons will flash. So what's flashing right now?
The bottom one, which is green.
Okay. Always refer to colors. And does the serial number on the bomb contain a vowel?
Yes.
Contains a vowel. Okay, so green flash, press yellow.
Okay, so it did yellow, green, yellow. Or green, yellow.
Okay, so do yellow, green.
Okay, it did green, yellow, blue.
Yellow, green, red.
Okay, I got a green indicator light. We
Cool.
solved it with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left.
Cool beans. Good job, husband.
And you doubted us.
Well, okay, so the first time we played this module, and I say we, I mean like me and Nathan, we had no comprehension for what the F was going on. And like, if the two of us, if neither of us had known this module before, we would have spent at least a minute figuring it out.
Yeah.
Promise you that.
I've never done this module before.
Yes, but if neither of us had done it before. Okay, so
This is true.
let me know when you pull up the manual.
Alrighty, I got the manual up.
Okay. So the bomb that I'm on now is double your money.
Okay.
So the difference between this one and the last couple that we've done is that there are 6 modules instead of 3. Okay?
Oh, cool. Do we have the same amount of time?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's start on wires. I've got, the first one has 6 wires.
Alright, there's 6 wires. Are there any yellow wires?
Yes, there are 2.
Okay. Cut the 4th wire.
That was a negative.
Really? Okay, hold on. There's 1 yellow wire, you said?
No, I said there's 2.
Or sorry, 2 yellow wires?
Yes.
Sorry. Are there any red wires?
No.
Cut the last wire.
Okay. Another wires. This one also has 6.
Okay. Alright, are there any yellow wires?
There are 2.
Okay. Are there any red wires?
There are 2.
Cut the 4th wire.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, on the subject of buttons, I have a red button.
Okay.
It says press.
Alrighty. It says press. Okay, I want you to hold the button.
I've got a yellow indicator.
Alright, release it when there's a 5 in any position.
Okay, I've got a second button. This one's yellow. It says detonate.
Alrighty. Is there more than 1 battery in the bomb?
Yes.
Alright, you're going to press and then immediately release the button.
Okay. Then we've got, on the subject of keypads or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got 2 of these. The first one, it's got that wonky 6, the paragraph symbol, a thing that looks kind of like a fancy X with an I in the middle of it, like an uppercase I. And then this one.
All right, so press the wonky 6. Press the paragraph. Press the X thing. Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you didn't let me say the last one, but it's fine. I got it. Anyways, so the second one,
What was it?
it doesn't matter. So this one, so it's kind of like the start of a 3, and then like it has like a tail instead of being a complete 3. Then there's a lambda with a tilde, a white star, and then that X with the uppercase I in it again.
Okay, so you're gonna press the X first, and then you're gonna press the wonky 3, and then you're gonna press the lambda, and then you're gonna press the star.
Boom. Sorry, that was a good boom, not a bad boom.
Yeah.
I think that was that was a new best time for us. I mean, for me. That was a new best time for me.
Good job.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that first keypad one. I was like, well, it's definitely this row. And then I was like, okay, we can go ahead and then I started solving it. I was like, wait a minute. Oh shit, there's 2 more symbols in between the ones that she already called out, so it could be before or after that.
Yeah, okay, so the one that I had, we call it the alien because it's like a sideways T with a triangle and an upside down E, or not an upside down E, it's like on its side, but do you see that symbol on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we called that the alien. Let me just scroll to that real quick, make sure I'm talking about what the fuck I'm talking about.
Wait, that's weird though, because that was your last one, right? That's the last one I had you press.
Yeah.
Because in this thing.
Yeah, I know that, Steven. I got a strike.
Oh, you got a strike on it.
Right. So when I hit it, because there's only 2 buttons left, so when I hit that one and got a buzz on it, like I just hit the other one and then that the one again. Like it's not rocket science. Like it's.
Do you have to hit the first 2 again?
No. At least I don't think so. I don't remember now. I don't remember now. But yeah, that's what we called that one. The triangle with the E and the sideways T, that we called that the alien.
Yeah. Okay.
And then like don't be afraid of calling like the smiley face, and I liked the one you called the YW. I think we called that like a butt with a pig's tail. I'm pretty sure that's what Nathan and I called it.
You guys are so dirty. Okay. So
What? It's not even dirty. It's a. Anyways. Okay, so go ahead and let me know when yours gets started. So it should be a similar format with like 2, 2, and 2.
Okay, double your money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How's your champagne?
It's pretty good. I mean, it's basically just bubbly Moscato.
Nice. All right. So I have 5 minutes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 modules. First one.
There should be some on the back as well.
Yep. There's 2 keypads in the back. All right.
Okay, so back. Yep. How many wires?
6.
Are there any yellow wires?
There are 2 yellow wires.
Are there any red wires?
There are no red wires.
Cut the last wire.
Okay. Next is another wire.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There are 6 wires.
Yep. How many yellow?
No yellows.
Okay, so if there are no yellows, what's the last digit of the serial number?
It is 1.
Cut the third wire.
All right. Next is a yellow abort button.
Press and hold.
Indicator light or strip is yellow.
5.
All right. Another button. It's a yellow button that says hold.
Okay. Same thing. Just tell me what the indicator color is.
White.
1.
Alrighty. On the back, there are 2 keypads.
Okay.
First keypad has the 3 that's incomplete with the tail.
Yep.
The Disney symbol.
Yep.
White star and lambda.
Okay, so you're going to do Disney symbol, incomplete 3, lambda, and then the star.
All right. Next keypad has the alien.
Mm-hmm.
It has a circle with a little thing at the end, like a stick figure with a neck.
Yep, a dongle at the bottom.
There's a backward C with a dot.
Mm-hmm.
And squiggly, looks like a Z and an N combined, like a backwards N.
Yep.
Tail.
So do the circle with a dongle at the bottom. You said you had a lambda, right?
No, I have a backward C with a dot.
Okay, yeah. So do the squiggly N thing, then the alien, then the C.
All right. We won.
Well done.
That's pretty good.
What time was that?
Buttons. We had 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. It's the best time.
Excellent. So, so that made sense to you when, like, you said the button number and you say press and hold, and then you tell me the color of the strip, because I already know you're going to talk about the strip when I'm saying press and hold. And then I just responded with a number, and you understood that, like, that meant the timer thing, right?
Yeah. And then for the wires, I need to go ahead and just say how many wires there are. I forgot to do that.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
And then I always know to check if there's yellow first.
Well, no, just tell me if there's, because if it's not 6 wires, then the rules are all different. So.
Yeah,
but that's what you start with. You start with that's the kind of rules for the best way to attack this game is you kind of both have to have an understanding of how the manual is laid out so that you kind of try and hit them in sequence, because if you do like the keypad first and then you go back to the wires and then you go to the buttons and then there's something later on in the manual that you need to get to, like it can be very time consuming. So like if you already have it in your head that it goes like wires, button, keypad, and then Simon says who's on first, and then like when you can, it is kind of cheating, but I mean you're not looking at the manual. So it's kind of like on the diffuser to kind of identify the modules in order the best they can. Like if you can't, then it's no big deal. But like to try to do that, because then it helps with the person looking at it. And then the person with the bomb gives like a brief description, usually based off of like the first thing that matters. So with the wires, it's like, this is how many wires I have. And then at that point, the person with the manual takes over and is like, okay, do you have this? How many of this? Like, and then they have to be very succinct with their questions, very direct, so that you can give a succinct answer so you can move on to the, diffuse that module and move on to the next one.
What if one day we're in a situation where we're trying to defuse a bomb and there's a manual available and you talk me through it and we do it?
What are you talking about?
This game so many times.
You're adorable. Okay, so.
Just saying, it would be pretty badass.
Okay, so do you have the manual up?
Not that people who do that make manuals for that. But anyway,
I like how I'm the one that's drunk.
Hey.
I've got my champagne, and you've got your Americano.
It's not an Americano. It's Wake Your Ass Up coffee.
So it's not an Americano?
It's called Wake the F Up.
Okay, is it black? Have you put
Do you know
anything
what
in it?
Americano is?
Have you put anything in it?
It's coffee.
An Americano is like a straight drip coffee, isn't it?
No, Americano is a shot of espresso with water. So you take a shot of espresso, put it in a cup, and you fill the rest with hot water.
Whatever. I don't care. Okay, so next bomb. You ready to go?
Hey, this is important.
I
Okay.
have no preference over coffee.
Okay. All right, I'm ready. I have a manual pulled up.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep. Okay. So just as a heads up to you, sometimes there are alarms and things that'll happen in the background to distract you. Okay, so go to the section on buttons. I have a white button.
Okay. You have a white button. Does it say anything on it?
It says hold.
Okay. Press immediately. No. Hold the button.
White. Just a second, I know it's a number 1. Just gotta. The next section is a keypad.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a C with a dot, the menorah with 3, the paragraph symbol, and then the 3 with antennas and a tail.
All right. Menorah. C with a dot. Paragraph.
Okay, now we have Simon Says. My serial number has a vowel.
Okay.
So it should be that first table.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I have 0 strikes, so I'm flashing blue.
Okay. Okay. So if you're flashing blue, press the red button.
Okay. I got blue, yellow, so that's red, green, right?
Don't do that. Red, green.
Blue, yellow, red.
Okay. Red, green, blue.
Okay. Blue, yellow, red, blue. So.
Okay. Red, green, blue, red.
And then blue, yellow, red, blue, green.
Okay. So red, green, blue, red, yellow.
Okay, and then this last one is the one with the display, and I told you about, like, you have to talk about which columns and stuff. So the display says 3.
Okay, display says 3, so press the button in the 3rd position.
Okay. The display says 1.
Press the button labeled 4.
Okay. That was 4 in the 4th position. The display says 3.
Press the button in the 3rd position.
Okay. The display says 2.
Press the button in the 1st position.
The display says 4.
All right.
So just read it to me.
It says press the button with the same label you pressed in stage 3.
Stage 3, I pressed number 4. Okay. Okay. So let me know when you.
I'm good. What do you? Or did you do?
I've got the manual up.
Oh, okay. Let me. I gotta take a potty break real quick.
You have to take a pee break?
Babe, why you say it like that?
Because you just took a bathroom break.
That was a while ago, and plus this is like my 4th cup of coffee, and it's extra. It's called Wake the F
Okay,
Up.
please go take your potty break.
Did you make fun of me because I said potty?
Just go.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. So, ooh, this Morse code one looks scary.
Oh God, I hate that one.
No, it's not on the bottom. I just saw it in the manual.
I know. I just hate that one. Now that you've said it, you're probably gonna have it. Okay, so just.
Okay, so.
You know the drill.
1 step up. What'd you get on that last time?
A minute and some odd.
How far have you gotten in this game?
Not very far. Oh, so I got a minute and 17 seconds on the last one. Give me a second.
Your top score is 1.2.
Yeah. So we were close. And this is your first time. And this is your first time playing the game. So I've made it into section 3, but I've never made it to section 4.
Okay, cool. Whoops. All right. 1 step up. Start. All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. So, I've got several modules. First one, button.
Mm-hmm. What color?
It's a white button that says detonate.
Is there a lit indicator with the label car?
There's not.
Are there 2 or more batteries on the bomb?
There's more than 2 batteries.
Is there a lit indicator with the label FRK?
No.
Button is yellow, none of the apply. Okay, so press and hold.
Okay. Strip is blue.
4.
Dang it, I just missed a 4. Okay, hold on. I gotta wait for it to get to another 4. Okay. Nope, that buzzed red at me.
What? The color is white.
It says detonate.
Oh, press and release. My bad.
Okay, next one is the display with the...
There are no other buttons?
Wait. There's a... the next one is the keypad.
Okay.
All right. So there's a star,
Yep.
the menorah,
Yep.
the C with the dot, and the T and B combined.
Just a second, I'm looking for the T and B. Being a struggle bucket. Okay, now I know I'm drunk. No. Okay, read me the symbols again.
Star, menorah, C with the dot, TB combined. So regular C with a dot.
Okay, menorah, TB, C with a dot, and then the star.
Okay.
So, by the way, there are black stars and white stars, and I didn't
talk about that later.
Notice the black star.
So we've got, all right, so we got display. All right. Let me know if there's any questions.
Is it a word or is it a number?
It's a number display like we've been doing.
Okay. What does the number say?
Number's 1.
Okay. And press the button in the second position. Tell me that number.
4. The display says 2.
Press the number in the same position as you pressed in number 1. So you pressed number 2. What number is that, though?
Number 4. And the display now says 4.
Okay, press the button labeled 4. What position is that?
That's in the 3rd position.
Okay.
And now the display says 3. And we have 30 seconds.
Yep. Press the button in the 3rd position. What number is that?
Okay. I got a red. I got a strike for that. So now I have 2 strikes and we have 10 seconds. Display says 2.
Press.
I just blew up. Exploded.
Okay.
That's okay. I think we just got tripped up on that symbols thing.
Yeah.
Do you want to retry that one, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, do it again.
All right, we'll retry. You ready?
Give me a second.
When you get back, we'll have to pick a night where we both get drunk and play this game together drunk.
Okay. All right, give it a go.
All right. So, wires.
Yep.
There are 6 wires.
Okay, are there any yellow?
There are 2 yellows.
Are there any red?
There's 1 red.
Cut the 4th wire.
All right. Next up is keypad.
Okay.
All right. There's a star. There's a menorah. There's the 3 with the snake tail and antennas, and then there's the TB.
Okay, so menorah, TB, 3 with the tail, and a star.
All right.
And you still didn't say that it was a black star, but tracking.
Sorry. All right. The next one is a display, but it has words now instead of numbers.
Okay, so what does the display say? What does the word on top say?
It says nothing. The word nothing.
Okay, so in the first column, the second button down, like the middle button, what does that say?
That says next.
Okay. Press what with a question mark?
There isn't a button.
How about, what about uh-huh?
There is a button that says uh-huh.
Did you press it?
Do you want me to?
Yes.
Okay. The next the next display says there. THEY''re.
Okay. First column, third button.
That button says done.
Okay, sure.
There are no buttons.
Uh-huh.
There's a button that says uh-huh.
Hit it.
Nope, I got a red buzz. The next word that displays says yes.
Where the F is it? First column, second button.
That says U. The letter U.
So there's uh-huh.
There are no uh-huh buttons.
Sure.
There's one sure button.
Hit that.
Okay. The next word on the display says you are. The word you. And
You are. Second column, third button.
Says okay. OKAY.
Middle.
There is no button.
No.
In the middle. There's no button.
Yes.
There's a button that says yes.
Is there a button that says first?
Yes.
Press first. Press first.
Nice. Okay, we did that one. All right, last display is this crazy, like, square with two green circles and a red triangle that's rotating.
Oh, the maze.
The maze. We have 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Okay. Where are the circles? There's two of them, right?
Okay. The first circle, there's one circle in the second column at the top, and there's one at the second column at the bottom.
Okay, where's the triangle?
The triangle is in the 5th column, 4 rows down.
And where's your dot?
My white dot is in the 4th column at the top.
4th column at the top. Go down.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Up.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Down.
Okay.
Down.
Okay.
Left, and then down.
Nice. We solved it with 8.6 seconds left.
Okay, so the easiest way to do the mazes,
Yeah.
So that one, so there are, basically it's an invisible maze for you, which is fine. And if I didn't know the manual, I wouldn't have known what you were talking about, but that's fine because fortunately I know the manual. So the circles are what...
As far as what it's...
Right. So like if you had, so imagine if I had said to you, like there's a crazy display, there's 2 circles, there's a triangle and a white dot.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, like you would have had, like, and it's not because you're dumb, it's just because like it's so specific to this game. Because I remember the first time we did this module and I was just like, what are you talking about? Like what is this? Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at.
After you told me like what to do, it made sense. It was a maze. But if it was just the red triangle and the white dot, it would have made perfect sense that it was a maze when I looked at it, but the 2 green circles threw me off. So.
Yeah, so the circles are only for identifying the maze that you're in. Okay. So like you don't need to go to them, you don't need to do anything with the circles. The circles are only to figure out which blueprint you're looking at. So we're still kind of up in the air on the easiest way to describe this one. The way that you did it, we kind of got lucky because we had both circles in the second column, one in the top and one in the bottom. But the other ones are kind of like free for all over the place. So like when you're trying to figure out like, okay, this one's here and then this one's here, like those are precious seconds spent trying to figure out which maze that you're in.
I just figured doing columns left to right and rows top to bottom is like universal.
Yeah. The other way that we have done, so like that worked for this one. The other way that we have done it has been like, so it's a 6x6 cube, not cube, but like a 6x6 square. So you've got like a top left, a top right, a bottom left, and a bottom right. So if you said like if we made an SOP for it, for lack of a better word, and you said that the quadrants were 1, 2, 3, 4, so that top left is 1, and then top right is 2, bottom left is 3,
Okay, so
bottom
you
right is
divide
4.
into quadrants.
Right, so you could be like, for the ones that we just did, where they were both in second column, you could say 1, 2. And then for the other one, you could
Would that
say,
be 1, 3?
what are you talking? But you need to identify what circle it is. So if you do like a keypad, so you've got 9, so now you've got 9 little dots inside that first quadrant. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Like a telephone number minus the 0, or telephone keypad. So if you say 1, 2, that means like quadrant 1, like position 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then the other circle was in 3, 8.
Yeah. Okay. Quadrant. So quadrant 3. That's what. Okay. I got you.
Yeah. So does that make sense? Like it's a way to kind of cut down on the time. It's just a pain in the butt because you kind of have to have this communication already established, like the not really code words, but does that make sense?
Yeah. I feel like the column row thing would be a lot faster though.
Well, I mean, when you're saying column 2, row 4, column 5, row 2, like, and you're trying to, and you're never mind. When you have to describe it the next time, like when you have to read the manual the next time, it might make more sense to you. There's no one right way, obviously. Okay, so I'm
trying to think like it might feel a little confusing if you look like you're trying to imagine a keypad in your head on top of the thing. You might get a little confused, but okay, that's fine. If it works, and I bet it would work after.
I mean, whichever one, yeah. Ultimately, whichever one works better for us, because I change it depending on who I'm talking to. Like with me and Nathan, the menorah thing, we call that a trident.
Okay, that's fine too. That's probably a terrible choice of simple thing for me to
No,
say.
but I mean, I knew what you said. You said a menorah, but it's only 3. Like, that made complete sense to me.
I don't know what menorah translates to in Hebrew, but that'd be funny if it was like the number 7, or if it was like something about 7.
What are we on? One step up?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, no, wait. We're on pick up the pace. Maybe I should do one step up again.
Well, we both passed one step up, right?
Okay, so we'll do pick up the pace. So this is 3 minutes, 3 modules. Chop chop, motherfucker.
Well, hold on. I had to pee. All right. Continue.
Okay, so I have 6 wires. None are yellow.
Okay. So, what's the last digit of the serial number?
A 5.
All right. Cut the 3rd wire.
Okay, the display with numbers. I think I just broke my rule, but yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, the display says 4.
All right. display says 4, then press the button in the 4th position.
Okay, the display says 4.
Press the button in the same position as you pressed in stage 1.
Okay, the display says 4.
Press the button labeled 4.
Okay. The display says 1.
All right. Press the same position that you pressed in step 1.
Position 4 and button 2. Display says 3.
All right. Display says 3. Press the same button that you just pressed in stage 4.
The number or the position?
The button with the same label.
Okay. So who's on first? The display one with the words. I think that's above. Yeah. This one says there, the contracted they are. So like they apostrophe RE.
Yeah. Okay. What does it say? First column, third.
It says left.
L-E-T?
L-E-F-T.
Left. Okay. What's...
Read the words to me, honey.
Right?
Nope.
R-I-G-H-T. Left? L-E-F-T.
Okay, next. The contracted your, you are contracted.
Okay. Y-O-U.
Okay, I just exploded.
I'm really confused on this one. Sorry. Okay.
It's fine.
What does the word say?
I exploded.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you got a strike. Okay. All right. So I guess I was confused.
Yeah. So what were you?
So you told me the word was there, so I found it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw the eyeball on the bottom left, so I told you to go to the first column, third button.
Yep.
And then you told me left, L-E-F-T.
Yep.
Which for some crazy reason, so I scrolled down to the next page, to step 2, and I could not find the word left forever. Like, it took me forever to find it, and then I finally found it. And then I read you the first word, which was right, which you didn't have, right?
Correct.
Can you tell me, next time, instead of saying like next or anything like that, can you just say, I do not have that, or I do have that?
Okay, so what we normally did is if it's the correct button and we've moved on to the next stage, so I might have said next, but we'll say yes, as in that was it, let's move forward, or we'll say no, as in that's not here, I can't push it.
Can we, when me and you play, can we say I have that or I do not have that, because there are yes and no buttons? Is that okay?
The reason why I don't agree is because when we've already established what we're looking at, I'm speaking in reference to you. So, like, I'm not looking at the manual being like, oh, no is on the list, I'm hitting it. Like, that's not a thing. So I can try to do I have that, I don't have that, but saying I have that is a lot longer. It takes more time than just saying yes.
Or you can say have it, don't have it. I don't know. Got it or don't got it. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I guess we could do that. I'll probably get confused at some point. Maybe I'll catch on after a while.
Because, so when you think about it, so let's say my display said no. So that's second column, third button. And let's say that said yes. And you said, oh, so the next button after yes would be okay. And I could say no. And then you say right. And I say no. And then you go, and I say no. And you go middle. And I go yes. And then it goes to the next one. And we say, okay, so the next one is, there's yes on here. The next one is, let's say it's yes. And you say first column, second button. And I say that's okay. So when you say it's okay, you say middle, and I say no. And you say no, and I say no. And you say first, and I say no. And you say yes, and I say no. And you say and I go yes. Next button. Does that make sense? Like it.
My brain just got all scrambled when you did that just now.
Like it makes more sense when you're actually ping-ponging and it's not one person saying it over and over again.
Yeah, maybe I just need to get the hang of it. For me, it would be like, got it, don't got it, got it, don't got it. And then if I say got it, then you say, okay, press that button. It just, because they try and confuse you by putting in words that people,
right. But that's a total trick though, because you can say stuff like, even because that's why I picked, when I was explaining it to you just now, that's why I picked yes and no as like the words that were being displayed. That is irrelevant. So long as you've identified what you're looking at, the rest of it is irrelevant. The most important thing, which you noticed the first time around, is that like they have they have there as in the possessive, and then they have there as in the contracted they are, and then they have there as in the position. So like that's the most important thing to identify, because that's what'll trip you up. Once you get to the second list, the step 2,
yeah, I'm just thinking like if you're fast and you're running out of time and we're trying to do it quick and we go yes, no, yeah, or no, yes, no, and then there's a yes on there or a no on there, it might trip you up for a second. You might click the wrong thing real fast. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking.
So go ahead and
system that doesn't involve any of the words on the list, then that would be like the easiest way to not get tripped up.
Okay.
If you could learn to do that fast.
Okay.
We'll try it your way, and if I keep getting tripped up on it, then we can try it my way, I guess.
I mean, if that's the way that works for you, we can do that, Stephen. It's just that the modules get very, very complicated, and it seems really stupid to say that saying got it, don't got it takes too much time, but it kind of turns into that. But you'll see that in the later modules. It's fine. So it's your turn. So let me know when you've got it all pulled up.
Pick up the pace?
Yes.
Oh God, we only got 3 minutes. That's why it's called pick up the pace. Okay.
Yeah.
And you said chop chop to me earlier, and I was like, why are you rushing me? And then I was like, oh, it says chop chop on the thing.
Yes, it does. If I say something and you think I'm being insulting to you, assume that it's in the manual. Because I'm not funny. You know I'm not funny.
Okay, the clock's ticking. All right, so I've got wires.
Mm-hmm. How many?
I've got 6.
Okay, are there any yellow?
I've got 1 yellow.
How many white wires do you have?
There are no white wires.
Are there any red wires?
There are no red wires.
If there are no... Cut the last wire.
All right. Next module is the display with the numbers on it. The number on the display right now says 2.
Just a second, I'm lagging. If the display says 2, press the button in the second position.
All right, that's the number 1. I pressed it.
Okay.
The next display says 2 again.
Press the button in the same. Press the button in the second position.
That's the number 4. I just pressed it. The next display says 1.
Press the number 4. What
Number
position?
4, which is in the second position. I just pressed it. The display says 2.
Press the button in the first position.
That's the number 1. I just pressed it. The display says 4.
Press the button that's labeled 4.
I just pressed it. That was first position. Done. Next one is the next one is the word display.
Okay.
The word is yes.
Okay. First column, second button.
That says hold.
The words you are.
Yes.
Okay, what's the next display?
Do I need to press the
Yes.
word
You need to, yeah.
The next display says there, THEY''re.
First column, third button.
It says middle.
Blank, as in the word.
No.
Ready.
Yes.
Hit that.
Next word on the display is the letter U and the letter R.
First column, first button.
It says done.
Sure.
There is no sure.
Uh-huh.
No uh-huh.
Next.
I just blew up.
Okay.
Exploded.
My turn.
I think I can't tell if that was the last one or not.
What do you mean, if that's the last one? Yeah, so there's 3 modules. So on the menu on the menu it says for pick up the pace. So identifier, pick up the pace, description, reading this only uses up time you don't have, chop chop. Bomb configuration, 3 minutes, 3 modules, 3 strikes.
Okay.
So,
I think the yes/no thing worked. It worked.
So,
and if I wouldn't have waited for you to tell me to press the button. So once I get to a button that you say yes on or whatever, then I'll press it. Right?
Yeah. So when I say the word, when I say sure and the button's there and you say yes, you should be hitting it, and then reading off the next display to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, no isn't going to be the problem. The problem is going to be when it's like uh-huh, like that's going to be when it's the problem, when it's making those words.
Yeah, that's why I always say the button says and then the word instead of just saying the word, because like done, I could have said done and then you'd have been like, oh, we finished it.
Well, except that I knew that we hadn't finished it because it usually takes 3 or 4 turns to make the module be good.
Yeah, but if you're in a hurry, it might make you doubt yourself for a split second or something.
Well, no, because I asked you what the display was. You said blah, and I said first column, second button, and you said done. So I looked at the list for done. I didn't assume that you were done because you wouldn't be done at that point.
That's why you're special, baby, because you think about that stuff most other people don't think about.
Okay, do you have a manual up? Because we're about to start this shit.
Are you in a hurry?
Panic! Panic!
Hey, baby.
Okay, oh Jesus. Okay, so we've got a red button, and it says press.
Okay, we're starting this then. Alright. Red button, and it says press. So you're going to hold the button.
It's blue.
Alright, you're going to release when there's a 4.
Okay, and I've got 2 mazes.
Alright.
Just a second.
Where?
Okay, so the other maze has both circles are in the 4th quadrant.
Okay.
1 and 3.
Okay.
Okay, so my circle, sorry, my square is in 4, 1, and then my triangle is in 2, center. I think that's 5.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna go right,
Nope.
down.
No, that's no. Okay, so my circles are in the 4th. So the first one's in the 4th column, 4th row.
Okay.
Second one's in the 6th column, 4th row.
Yeah. And where's your dot?
My dot is in 4th column, 4th row. It's in one of the circles.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So go up, go right, go down. Wait,
Yeah.
Where's the triangle again?
It's in the 5th column, 2nd row.
Okay. All right. Go down, go right, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go left, go down.
Okay. So for the record, that was 3 modules. I just happen to have one of the, I have one of the mazes memorized.
So you already did it?
Yeah.
Before I even gave you directions?
No, there were 2 mazes.
Oh, so you did the other one, like, when?
So when I paused for like that 5 to 10 second period when I told you that the next one was a maze, and I told you like, hold on, give me a second, I solved the first maze and then moved on to the second.
Well, you should have made me do it anyway so that I could learn better.
So we finished with 27 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Can we do the column row thing for me on these ones? Because it just.
Okay, we can do that. We can do that. It's
okay. I think if we get really fast at it, I think it takes the same amount of time. Okay. Can I try pick up the pace again?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So first is a button.
Okay.
Blue, and it says hold.
How many batteries? More than 2?
More than 2 batteries.
Lit indicator with FRK.
No.
Press and hold.
Okay. It's blue strip.
4.
All right. The next one is the number display. For the number on the display says 2.
Just a second, I'm still scrolling. I need to just download this shit. You said it says 2?
Yeah.
Press the button in the 2nd position. What number is that?
Is a 4. The next display says 4.
Press the button in the 2nd position.
That's the number 1. The next display says 4.
Press the button labeled 4.
All right, that's the first position. The next display says 1.
Press the button in the 2nd position.
That's the number 1. Display says 4.
Press number 4.
That's in the 3rd position. We
Just hit it.
All right, the maze. All right, the maze is. I'll try your method. The maze is.
I'm not even.
Quadrant.
Okay.
The first circle's in quadrant 3, the number 2. The next circle is in quadrant 2.
Middle.
Middle.
Okay.
The dot's in the last column in the 4th row. And
Okay.
the triangle is in the bottom right.
Bottom right. So it's 2 below the dot?
Yep.
Down.
Oh, nice. We had 28 seconds left.
You're right. I can never remember that like 5 is the middle, but we'll refine that as we go. The next one. Oh God, we're on to the next fucking section. This is gonna be awful.
Hey, for the number display, you don't have to ask me like what is it or whatever. I'll just go ahead and tell you.
Okay. It
It
depends. Like the first time I played this with Dan, like Nathan and I had already established we would say like all the contracted stuff that you don't really like, the yes, no, yes, next, do that, and like saying like, you know, press and hold, red, 2, like we had already gotten like the contracted code. Like we still suck at this. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm really bad at the later modules. But Dan would get super confused on the display. It's not who's on first. I always call it who's on first, but that's not what the module's called.
Yeah.
Who's on first is the really pain in the ass one. We'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. It's fun. This is fun. This is fun. It's supposed to be fun. You're having Jesus Christ. You're gonna be having fun right now. You want to cry? I'll give you something to cry about. Okay. Okay. So the next. So
I think for me, like the more concise, the more clear we are, is better for me than the shortcut stuff.
Okay.
The fact you get it being clear, I think, is the best way. Especially as you get into the later puzzles that get harder and harder, probably.
Yes and no. We'll get there. Don't worry about it. So, a hidden message. I assume this one is going to have Morse code in it. And I abhor the Morse code. I hate it. And I'm really hoping it does not have Morse code in it, but I have a very strong suspicion it will. So the bomb identifier is a hidden message. Description: information can be obscured in ways that are time-consuming to decode. In the world of bomb defusing, that's a bad thing. So for bomb configuration, we have 5 minutes, 3 modules, 3 strikes. You've got the manual up? We both solved it, right? Or is it my turn to? Am I supposed to pick up the pace?
No, we did. We both solved that one.
No, didn't I die?
No, because you knew one of the.
Oh, right. You're right. Smart husband. You are correct. All right, I'm gonna start. Okay.
Yep.
It's getting super duper obnoxious. I never realized that the time matches the time on the damn Morse code. Okay.
Is it Morse code?
Button.
Button. Okay.
It's a red button. It says press.
All right. So you're gonna hold the button. Let me know what the strip says.
White. So I need to release it on a 1.
So 1.
Okay. Next one is Simon Says. Serial number. I have a vowel.
You have a vowel.
So I'm flashing blue. So the first one should be.
All right.
Just a second. Okay. Flashing blue should be.
Red.
Okay. Blue, yellow.
Red, green.
Mm-hmm. Blue, yellow, red.
Red, green, blue.
Blue, yellow, red, green.
Red, green, blue, yellow.
Okay, and then we have Morse code. I'm terrible at this.
Okay. All right.
Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Dot, 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 dot. Ah, shit.
Start over again. Dot, dot, dot is S. Okay.
I think it might be better if you...
Okay, just tell me. Dot, dot, dot. All right, what's the next one?
Dot, dash, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot. What the fuck?
All right, so the word is slick. So respond at frequency 3.522.
3.5. No. Just a second. Let me.
What was the second?
Shh. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Dot. Dot, dash. Dot. Ah, shit. And then I missed the rest of it.
That's okay. The word is shell, so 3.505.
Okay. So the problem with the Morse code is that like you have to wait for it to pause long enough. So it's like there's a pause between letters and then there's a pause that's longer between when the word restarts.
Did we solve it? Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as you get like the first 3 letters, you could pretty much solve any of the words. It's just, yeah, trying to not get tripped up.
Yeah.
Pause again, I guess. Because none of the words have the same first 3 letters. So.
Just a second. I'm opening up the bomb defusal manual and something other than did I save it to the desktop? I did. I just want to open it with something other than the frickin' Internet Explorer because it keeps trying to like load it. So it takes longer.
Okay.
I'm almost done.
No, it's okay. I'm grabbing some almond butter because I'm freaking hungry. I really really want carbs because I've been doing nothing but laying around eating carbs the whole week. I literally just, like, no workouts. I just spent the entire last 7 days of just sitting around eating sugar and crap. So I'm amazed I still actually have abs despite that. Not nearly as prominent as they were, but still, they're there. So I gotta cut that stuff back out.
Okay. There. Well, I'm ready at least.
Yeah, so you got the manual, right?
Yeah.
So a hidden message. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Starting. All right. I got the bomb up.
Okay, so, by the way, there's going to be an alarm, and the lights are going to turn off at some point during this module, or during this bomb.
Okay.
So just don't...
You got a button, it's blue, and it says detonate.
How many... Is there more than one battery?
Yes.
Press and release.
All right. Next puzzle is the Simon Says.
Is there a vowel in the serial number?
There are no vowels.
Okay. What is the color that's flashing?
Yellow.
Red.
Yellow, green.
Red, green.
Yellow, green, blue.
Red, green, yellow.
All right, that's solved. The next one is a display that is green, and it has letters. There's 5 letters inside of it. The lights just went out, which is okay because this display...
Okay. On the subject of passwords, so scroll through the first. So the first letter? What's that say?
M.
And go down.
Kilo.
Down.
Lima.
Down.
Yankee.
Down.
And
November.
November.
Down.
I haven't armied in a long time, okay?
It's fine. So is it back to Mike or?
Yep.
Okay, so last column, same thing. First letter.
Sierra.
Next. Sorry, like down.
Hector.
Down.
Charlie.
Down.
Echo.
Down.
Victor.
That was the last letter, right?
Yes.
What?
That was the last letter in the...
Spell large.
Spell what?
Spell large with the buttons.
L-A-R-G-E?
Yes. If that doesn't work, let me know.
It worked.
Okay.
We solved it with 1 minute and 28 seconds left.
Okay, so on the subject of passwords, so you've got a 5-letter word, right? So if you determine, and there's in each position, there's 5 different letters. So if you get the first position's letters and the last position letters, and then you look at the words available, from there you determine what the word is to spell. Now what I'll usually do when, so if I'm the bomb holder, while the other person's looking for the word, since they now have the last letter and the first letter, I'll be scrolling through the other ones to see if I can spell the word myself. Because if you think about it, how many words start with Yankee? How many words start with kilo? You know? How many words are going to end with Victor?
Right.
Yeah, so and I'm not saying like every single time the person with the bomb is going to get it, because it happens very rarely. But like if both of you are working from both ends, you can kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So on to something's different. Oh God. I hate this one.
That's okay, we're gonna crush it.
Okay, so there's another kind of wire module. There are actually several kinds of wire modules. So I'll try to be very clear with which one.
Yeah, there's one that's complicated on the subject of complicated wires.
And then there's like another one.
Complicated wires are vertical though.
So there's like wires, and then there's complicated wires, and then there's like another wire module that's like different.
Yeah, wire sequences, it's like crisscross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's horizontal, which is there's vertical, and then there's crisscross. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so start. I'm not going to feel bad at all when I blow up during this, because it's going to happen. Okay, so normal wires first. I have 6.
All right, any yellows?
I have 3 yellow.
Okay. Cut the 4th wire.
Okay. Simon says, I have a vowel in the serial number, and I'm flashing blue.
Red.
Blue. Blue is red, red.
Red, red.
Blue, blue, yellow.
Red, red, green.
Okay. Okay, so complicated wires.
Horizontal, vertical, or diagonal?
Vertical.
Okay.
So the Venn diagram, I don't remember all the stuff on it, to be honest with you.
Okay, so look at each wire. There's an LED above the wire and a space for a star symbol below the wire.
Right. So what do you need me to say? So like the first wire has an LED, a star, and it's striped red and blue.
Okay. So you have a striped red and blue?
Mm-hmm. See what I mean?
I'm confused.
So there's a Venn diagram, right? And you have to find where in there this wire fits, and that'll have like a letter indicator, and then that letter indicator is going to tell you if you cut it or you leave it alone.
Okay. So, is it below?
But I don't remember the Venn diagram. So let's move on to the next one. So I've got a red wire with a star. Do I cut that?
I don't know. Because where they intersect, there's 4 different letters surrounding where they intersect.
No, it fits, but that space. So there's no LED, so it's a Venn diagram, right? So if it's a red wire, that means it doesn't fit in, it's not an intersection of the lines, it's an area on the Venn diagram. So there's no stripes, so that means it doesn't fit in the striped area. There's no LED, so it doesn't fit in the LED area. Does that make sense? Or there's no blue. Like, I don't remember the Venn diagram specifically.
The problem is I don't see an area that doesn't have those things.
So if it's on...
There's an intersection of the star and the red. And then surrounding that, there are 4 letters. How do I know which one to pick?
So it's not an intersection of the lines, it's an area that's being displayed. So one of those areas like has the LED indicator. One of those areas is red but with stripes.
Do not cut the wire. Do not cut that wire.
Okay.
I get you now. I got it now.
Okay. So what about
striped red and blue?
Striped red and blue with LED with star.
Damn, so it has everything? Okay. So it's where everything intersects, basically.
Okay, well, I just made that work.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
What are you talking about?
It's in the same area that the first one did. That does not make sense to me.
So here's the thing about playing this game. I just defused the bomb.
Okay.
By cutting all of the wires.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So because there's 4 wires and we've got 3 strikes, basically, and I finished at 8 seconds. So like I was gonna blow up anyways. At a certain point, you kind of have to weigh your options and be like, I'm just gonna go for it because I'm gonna die anyway.
Like
so
in the movies when he's sweating and he's handshaking and he's deciding whether to cut the wire or not because it's about to blow up.
Essentially, so I just cut all of the wires. So 2 of those wires were supposed to be cut, and 2 of those wires were not supposed to be cut. And I know that only 2 of them were supposed to be cut and 2 not, because I got 2 strikes and didn't blow up. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
4 wires, 3 strikes. At the 3rd strike, you blow up. And that's why, because there was 4 wires, that's why I didn't just cut all 4 to begin with. I wanted to give you time to look at the Venn diagram. But that's why I hate on the subject of complicated wires, because the Venn diagram is like, oh, it's so simple. And then you look at it and you're like, oh my God, I have a migraine.
It's okay. Hold on. So, the 2 that you were not supposed to cut were the 2 that you told me about, right? You got
the last one that I cut was the red one with an LED.
So that was one that you told me about.
Yes. So,
but that one.
Okay, so let's say, so the wire has red coloring, so that puts you in the weird dashed circle that has a bunch of like S's, and then it has so it had a star symbol, right? So like you were saying, there's 4 areas, right? But it didn't have blue coloring, which means that it's in those last 2 sections, B and B. Does that make sense? Because you were saying, well, there's 4 areas there, S, D, B, and B, and you didn't say those letters, but I know what you're talking about, because you're like, well, it's red and it's got the thing, but it doesn't have blue coloring, which means it's not in those first 2 sections. And then B and B is, or Bravo is, cut the wire if the bomb has 2 or more batteries, which we didn't get that far.
Okay, I see. Okay, gotcha. I figured it out now. Damn, that was hard. But okay, no, I get it now. Yeah, that was just super confusing because they're all overlapping, and I'm like,
Right, because it's a Venn diagram. But that's why you need to look at it and be like, well, yeah, it's got red and it's got LED, but it doesn't have a star and it doesn't have blue. So you have to like filter it out. Because like I could say if you're looking at the bomb, you're not going to remember what the Venn diagram says. You're not going to be, because that's why I looked at it and was like, it has stripes. I don't know. Like, and then stripes has nothing to do with it on the Venn diagram. It's whether it has red, whether it has blue, whether it has a star, whether it has an LED, you know? And that's all the Venn diagram cares about. But when you're looking at the bomb, you can't remember this monster. Good God, you were looking at it and it confused the shit out of you. Now imagine looking at the bomb and being like, I don't know where I am on the Venn diagram. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Anyways, okay, so are you ready for... What was that? Is that Something's Different? Are we doing it again? Or do you want me to go to One Giant Leap? I think we should do Something's Different again.
I think we should do that one again, because we only tried it once, and I haven't tried it yet. I mean, now we know the Venn diagram.
But didn't I do Something's Different?
You did, but I haven't. That's what I'm saying. You read the manual, and I'll do Something's Different.
I just read the manual.
Without
playing. Wait, yeah. I'm being silly. Yeah, you do Something's Different. I'm getting confused again. I might be a little drunk. Everything's going to be okay. I wish I could, like, fit it to 1 page per. There we go. Much better. That's exactly what I needed. Okay, I'm ready to go.
All right, starting. All right. So I've got regular wires.
Yep.
I've got 5 wires.
5 wires. Is the last wire black?
No.
Is there a red wire? Is there 1 red wire?
Yes.
How many yellow?
2 yellow.
Cut the first wire.
All right, the next is the number display. The displayed number is 4.
Hit the button in the 4th position.
That's the number 4. The next displayed number is 2.
Hit the button in the 4th position.
The lights went out. I have to wait to see what number that was. That's the number 3. The display now says 3.
Press the button in the 3rd position.
That's the number 3. The next display says 2.
First.
The first button is the number 3. The display says 1.
Press the number 4.
4. That puzzle is solved. We have complicated wires, the vertical wires.
Okay.
The first wire is red and white, and it has no star underneath it. It's red and white striped.
So it has an LED?
It has an LED at the top.
So has red, has an LED, doesn't have blue. How many are there 2 or more batteries on the bomb?
There are 2 batteries on the
Okay. Cut the wire.
All of them?
Cut that wire.
Okay. All right, the next one's white with no LED, and it has a star.
Okay, so it has a star. Next wire.
Next wire's red, has a star, and has an LED.
Red, star, LED. Did you cut the first wire?
Yes.
Cut that one.
All right, the next wire.
How many wires do you have?
There are 4 wires remaining. There were 6 total.
I thought we just did 3.
No, you told me. Well, I told you about the white one with the star, and you told me to go to the next wire. You didn't say anything about cutting it.
Yeah, so you don't cut it. So we're 3 wires done, 3 wires to go. Okay, so next wire.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry. Next wire is red and blue with a star and an LED.
With a star and an LED. Don't cut it. Next.
Next one's red with a star and an LED.
Red with a star. Just cut the next 2 wires. Cut them.
All right. Cool. So we still have a blue and red striped one and a white one with no strikes.
I thought you had 2 wires left.
I do have 2 wires left now.
How many have you cut?
I've cut 3 wires.
Sorry. How many strikes do you have left?
I don't have any strikes.
Cut the remaining wires. Just cut them.
I cut the white one. And we solved it with 29 seconds.
The white one I told you not to cut?
Yeah, you said next wire. You didn't say anything about cutting it.
It was just white, right? You said white with a star.
Yeah.
White with a star is delta. Delta says do not cut the wire. Oh, I'm dumb.
What?
I mixed up the symbology for LED and star. I was looking at the wrong side of the Venn diagram. Because they're both squares, it's just one's like a bold dotted line and the other one's not a bold dotted line. So it was Charlie.
I just did the same thing. Yeah, I just did the same thing. When I just checked the Venn diagram to see what you were confused about, and I just was like, well, it does say do not cut. But yeah, no, that's confusing.
But yeah, so that's why I said, like, you have 3 strikes left, and I was like, just cut the fucking wires.
Yeah. And that's what I was confused with. You were like, all right, how many do we have left? I didn't know if you meant how many we now cut or how many have we gone through.
So whenever I say how many do we have left, assume that's how many do we still have to go through. Because that's a good rule of thumb. Is like if you've got 2 wires left and you've got 3 strikes, cut those 2 wires, and then if you're still not done, then one of the wires is still jacked up. What you need to worry about is when you have 2 wires that still need to be cut after that.
Yeah.
Because like you did, where you were like, well, I cut the white one and then I finally defused the bomb. Like, it ended up working out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Do we want to do that one again? Because that one's like a pain in the ass. We can go on to One Giant Leap. It's just the learning curve is steep as hell.
I think as long as we pass them, we should keep going until we can't pass one.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay, so identifier.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
I haven't started it yet. I'm reading the description.
Oh, okay, go.
Okay, so identifier, One Giant Leap. Description, 60% of the time, this bomb explodes every time. So bomb configuration is 5 minutes, 4 modules, 3 strikes. And John is laughing at us, apparently.
Huh?
I just got a message from John saying he's laughing at us. So, not to alarm you, but my best time for this bomb is 17 seconds.
Oh.
So, if we get blown up, don't feel bad, okay? Here, let me read John's, I think he's talking about our confusion with the complicated wires. Yes, I'm laughing at your continued confusion on the complicated wires. Thanks, John. Love you too. All right, so I'm gonna.
Hey, them things are tricky.
They are. Well, it's that damn Venn diagram, and I'm drunk. I don't think he has. He would be really smart at this. I'm starting the bomb. We're just gonna go.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so on the subject of keypads.
Okay.
I've got a 6, the squiggly 6, the trident, the ohm, and the backwards E with a...
Okay, so you're going to do the squiggly 6, you're going to do the backwards E with the 2 dots, you're going to do the trident, and then you're going to do the...
Next, okay, so passwords. That's the... Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got a Fox, uniform, Z, golf, Papa, hotel, and then back to Fox.
Okay, what's the last one?
Kilo, Quebec, Sierra, Yankee, Bravo, Tango.
Okay, what is the second one?
Is first one of the words? Got it. Never mind. Okay, so maze. I can't see my circles because the lights are out. It's on the subject of mazes.
Okay.
Okay, so first row, fifth column, first row.
Okay.
And then the other circle is third column.
That's all the information I need. Where's the dot?
Sixth column, fifth row. And my triangle is in the fourth column, third row.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Left.
Yep. Yep.
Right. Up. Up. Left. Down. Left. Down.
Okay. Okay, so this is the other wire one. This is the sequence. You have to
Horizontal or crisscross?
crisscross.
Okay, cool.
So you're going to need to keep track of the wires that we get.
Sequence in which you cut them. Okay.
Yes, like if it's the first occurrence of the black wire, if it's the second occurrence of the red wire, if it's the third occurrence of the blue wire. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So I have I don't know how to go from here.
All right. What is the wire that's starting in the top left and ending on the bottom right?
There isn't one.
Okay.
So my first wire is black. It goes from 2 to B, to Bravo.
Oh. Alrighty. Black. All right, cut it.
Okay, my next wire is red. It goes from 3 to Charlie.
Cut.
Okay, so on to the next panel. My first, it's black. It goes from 4 to A, so that's the first. That's the top left.
Cut it.
Next one is black. It goes from 5 to Charlie, so middle to Charlie.
Do not cut it.
Okay. Next one is top left to Bravo. It's blue.
All right, cut it.
I blew up.
Really?
Yeah.
Time or was it strikes?
I ran out of time.
Okay. Cool. So I guess we don't need to say where it starts at. We just need to say where it finishes.
All right. Go ahead and let me scroll to the top. All right, give it a go.
All right. So it is one giant leap.
Okay. And they do mean one giant leap.
I think we were doing pretty good on that one.
We were doing all right.
The
I couldn't remember. Yeah, that wire thing I couldn't remember.
password one, I don't know how you figured it out. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
All right. So first up, we've got. Oh crap! All right. So first we're doing keypad.
Okay.
I've got the wide W.
Yep.
The Disney.
Yep.
The incomplete 3 and the X.
Okay, so YW Disney X3.
All right. The next is password or code or whatever the hell you want to call it. I've got
on the
TTTST.
Okay, so go through the first column.
First column is
Tango.
Mike, G, uniform,
Okay.
Yankee,
Okay.
Q.
Okay.
All right, and then the last letter or the last column, Papa, Yankee, Lima, Echo, Sierra, Mike.
Okay, try to spell these or there or 3.
He said these, there, or 3.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got these.
Okay, and then hit submit.
All right. On the back, we've got the maze.
Okay.
All right. So the first circle is in second quadrant, bottom middle. The next circle is in the fourth quadrant, bottom left.
Yep.
The dot is in the first quadrant, bottom middle.
First quadrant.
The triangle is in the fourth quadrant, middle left.
Middle left. So your dot is in first quadrant, bottom middle.
Yes.
Down. Right, down.
All right, we are on to the crisscross wires. There is a red wire connecting to C.
Just a second. Red, blue, black. Cut it.
Okay, the next one has a black wire connecting to B.
Cut it.
And it has a blue wire connecting to B.
Cut it.
The next one has a red wire connecting to B.
Cut it.
And it has a blue wire connecting to B.
Skip.
Buzzed at me red for not cutting that one. So it's our second occurrence of blue, and it's connecting to B. Oh, sorry. There's a black one also. There's a black one connecting to A.
Cut it.
All right. There's a red one connecting to A.
Cut it.
There's a black one connecting to B.
Cut it.
There's a black one connecting to C.
Cut it.
And we solved it.
Okay.
Sorry, that for some reason that black one, I just registered with my eyes. I didn't see that black one at the top. It was horizontal, and it was like, yeah, there's a red one and a blue one that stuck out. The other one, I just didn't see it.
Okay.
So.
Oh gosh, I blew up, right? So I need to do it again?
We did 54 seconds. Left. That was good.
Are you ready to do it again?
Yeah, you want to do that one again?
Well, yeah, I blew up.
Yeah.
All right, let me know when you've got the manual ready.
All right, manual's ready.
I wish I liked Sampagna more. All right, so, oh, Jesus. So I've got keypads. I've got a circle with the dingleberry, the squiggly NZ, the backward C with a dot, and the alien.
Sorry, one more time.
The circle with a dingleberry at the bottom.
Yeah.
The alien, the NZ thing, and the backward C with a dot.
Okay, so it's circle with dingleberry, NV thing, alien, C with the dot.
Okay. Simon says, my serial number has a vowel.
Okay.
My first color is green.
Yellow.
I got green, green, so yellow, yellow.
Good.
Green, green. Sorry. Okay, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, so we've got Morse code.
Okay.
Sorry, it just kept being the same color over and over, so.
All right, Morse code.
Dot, 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 dash. Dot, dash, dot, dash. I've missed it. So, like, the first one was 4 dots, and then whatever it was after that.
The first one was 4 dots?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Dot, 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 dash.
Yeah. Okay, so do 3.595 megahertz.
Good lord. There we go. Okay, nailed it.
Is that the whole puzzle?
Yeah, I kind of did the password one.
Yeah, what was up with that? Wait, so you did the password one
Yeah, I just did it.
without talking to me about it?
Yeah, well, so it started, like, the thing was already set to Alpha Foxtrot at the beginning. So I was like,
Oh,
if it's
okay.
after, I'm just gonna go after and then hit it and then go to the next one. So I just went from a 17-second best time to a 2-minute 46-second best time.
That's awesome. So what was up with the Simon Says one?
Okay, so I went like, so the thing about and it's the only one that I remember if you have no strikes. So when you have alpha, blue and red are opposite, and green and yellow are opposite. So it went like green, green, so I went yellow, yellow, and then it went green, green, blue, so I went yellow, yellow, red, and then it went green, green, blue, blue, so I went yellow, yellow, red, red, and then it went green, green, blue, 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 so I went yellow, yellow, red, red, red.
Okay. All right. Can we, if you do that, can you just say I got it? Say like
I can try.
stand by. You could just say like, I'll solve it. If you already know how to solve it and you don't need my help, just say I'll solve it.
Yeah, but sometimes I do need your help, so I thought I said like,
Yeah, but
give me a second.
okay. But if you don't have it, or if I don't know, if you're working on it and you need my help, especially with that one.
If I can't figure it out, it'll repeat itself.
Yeah, I know, but I've got to follow along with the pattern too, right?
Right, but I can repeat the pattern as it says. Like, it's not a changing thing, like where you have to keep count of the wires, like with the wire sequencing.
No, okay, well then I guess just don't verbalize then the color, because you threw me off and you were like, okay, blue blue, so that's red red, and you kind of just said that out loud. You thought that out loud. So I'm hearing you say all these different colors, like in anticipation, because you already know.
Only for that one. The only reason I know that one is because it's the top line. It's the only reason I know it.
Okay, but so if there's another one that you don't know, like the strike, like so you have a strike and we're doing it.
Oh yeah, then I wouldn't do that because I'd be like, well, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, but if it says blue, if it flashes blue blue the second time, don't go, oh, okay, green green. Like, let me say it.
Well, no, it can't. That's not a thing. Okay. So you're doing the same thing that we got. So when Dan and I first played this, we hit Simon Says. It wasn't me and Nathan, it was me and Dan for that one. We hit Simon Says and we totally messed it up because when they're talking about strikes, they're not talking about the next time you hit the button. They're talking about how many times have you made an error on the bomb.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. So I mean, if I've gotten a strike on the bomb, I'm going to know that. So I'm not going to be like, right, so I'm not going to be like, oh, I know what color this is.
No, but you will after it flashes. So what you've done a couple times, I know it's whatever, but
no, every time we've done.
Let me finish, please. So if it flashes blue, and I say green, and you click green, and then the next time it flashes blue twice, don't say green green, because I've already told you it's green, so you know it's green. So don't say green green to yourself.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Don't verbalize that out loud when after I've told you what it is and you're starting to repeat the pattern out loud to yourself as you click it, because then that throws me off. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, cool. All right, so we both solved that one?
Yes, so it's your turn. So fair game.
I've already, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we'll do the next one. So fair game. Fair game?
No, because I blew up on the last one. So I just did one giant leap. So now you're on fair game.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck with that. So the identifier is fair game. Description is no more hand holding. Remember everything you've learned because anything can appear on this bomb. Bomb configuration, 5 minutes, 5 modules, 3 strikes.
Okay. You ready?
Sure thing.
All right. So our first thing is the number display. The number 4 is displayed.
Okay. Press the button in the 4th position.
That's the number 3. The next number displayed is 2.
4th position.
4th position is number 1. The next number on the display is 3.
Button in the 3rd position.
That's number 3. The next number on the display is 1.
Press 4th position.
That's the number 4. The next number on the display is 3.
Press number 4.
That's the 3rd position. We solved it. All right. Next we have a vertical wire. Okay.
Okay.
Venn diagram.
Yep.
First wire is red and blue with no LED and no star.
Is the last digit of the serial number odd or even?
It is odd.
Do not cut.
Okay. The next wire is red and white with no star and no LED.
Okay, so red. You said no star, no LED?
Correct.
And you said it was, okay, don't cut.
Okay. The next one is blue. It has an LED. The lights just went out, so I can't see if it has a star or not. It does not have a star.
Do not cut.
Okay, the next one is a red and white with no LED, but this time it has a star.
Cut the wire.
All right. The last wire is white with no LED, no star.
Cut the wire.
All right. Next puzzle is Simon Says. And there is a vowel.
Okay.
And it's flashing blue.
Red.
Okay. Blue, yellow.
Red, green.
Blue, yellow, yellow.
Red, green, green.
All right. The next puzzle is a word display. It says, hold on.
2nd column, 3rd button.
It says what?
With a question mark or without?
Without a question mark.
3 H's.
Huh?
3 H's.
No.
Hit that button then. Hit what?
All right. Next word says, it doesn't say anything.
So it's blank space.
Right.
1st column, 3rd button.
It says middle.
the word blank.
Yes. All right. The next display is the word nothing.
First column, second button.
It says the letter U, letter R.
The word done.
No.
The letter U.
Nice. All right. Our last puzzle, we have 10 seconds left, is, let me see if I can spell something. Is there any words that start with W?
Yeah, I mean, plenty. So a part of the problem was that, I mean, I guess it wasn't really a problem. So remember how I said, like, we try to go in order? Because the first one, yeah, the first thing that you sent me to, the first thing you sent me to was, where is it even, is it? I don't even know where it is. Yeah, it was like, yeah, we went to on the subject of memory, and then we went
Simon Says.
2 up to Simon Says, and then we went down to subject of who's on first, and then we went to, wait, and then at one point we did the wires, the complicated wires. I don't even know when we did that.
Yeah.
So, like, and that's kind of what, and I mean, it's not really your fault, because when you don't have the manual, it's you can't really memorize which sections are where. But that's kind of what I mean, is like, if you can remember it, that's why it's beneficial, because I'm bouncing back and forth and I can't remember where they are either, and I have the manual. It's kind of like, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, the W one is a pain in the ass too, because there's water, where, which, world, would, and right. So.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yeah, there's.
Like, maybe there's only one, but I couldn't click through them fast.
Yeah. No big deal.
All right, you want to try that one?
Oh my god, do I want to try that one? I don't know. Let's give it a go. Let me know when you're ready. I don't know.
Is it 2? It's 2 a.m. over there.
Yeah, so it's also New Year's Eve. Welcome the new year.
Time flies, that's all I'm saying. All right.
I'm still on my first cup of champagne. Give me a second. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm ready if you are.
I am ready.
God help us. Okay. On the subject of buttons, I have a yellow button. It says detonate.
Alright. Is there more than one battery on the bomb?
No.
Alright. Hold the button.
Yellow.
Release it at 5.
Okay. The words display.
Okay. What word is it?
C. S-E-E.
Alright. The bottom right word.
Give me a second. The lights went out. So, bottom right?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. The words you are.
No.
The word done.
No.
The word like.
No.
The word you are with an apostrophe.
Yes? Okay.
Okay.
The display is blank, not the word.
Okay. So the bottom left word.
Bottom left is yes.
The word is okay. O-K-A-Y.
No.
Right, R-I-G-H-T.
Okay. The last one is the word red.
Right. Oh, sorry. Okay, I got you. Second column, second word.
Second column. U-H-U-H.
The letter U, the letter R.
Yep. Okay. The maze.
Maze. Okay. Where are your circles?
Okay, fifth column, third row, fourth column, bottom row.
Third row. Okay. Where's your white?
First row, it's top right.
Okay. Where's
And
triangle?
second column, first row.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna go left, down, left, 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 left.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry?
That's it, right? Did you solve it?
No, I blew up.
Oh, we ran out of time.
No, I got 3 strikes. Don't worry about it. I hit a button while the lights were out. I accidentally hit a button while the lights were out. I was trying to scroll through something. The password. I accidentally hit submit.
Oh. How'd you get the other strikes?
Well, I ran into a wall in the maze, and
where was the triangle? It was the first column, second row?
no, second column, first row.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
And that's why I tried to solve it on the back end, because like I thought I misheard you and like went the wrong way, so I got a strike. And then I like went the way that you said and was like, okay, well the only feasible way to get from there to here, having gone this way, is to do like up, because I'd have to backtrack the other way. Does that make sense? So I hit up, and then I got my last strike. So I exploded. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we can do you doing fair game again, or pick up the pace, or I can go again. I'm used to just flip-flopping. So we can do pick up the pace too.
Well, I don't want to go to pick up the pace until we master fair game.
Okay, so do you want to do fair game again, or do you want me to do fair game again?
I can do fair game again.
Okay. Here, let me get back to the top. This is it is really a pain in the ass. Because now they're like, now that you have all these modules under your belt, have fun. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Kakarot. I know you don't watch DBC Abridged. It's fine.
Let me know when you're ready.
I have, on the subject of wires, brought up. Let us go. So the one good thing about blowing up and everything is that, like, the more time we have with, like, interacting with the modules and interacting with the manual, like, the better we get at it. So, like, there's really no benefit to, like, winning every time.
Alrighty, so our first is, I believe Simon Says is the first one in the manual on here.
Okay. Is there a vowel?
There is a vowel.
Okay.
And the first flashing light is red.
Blue.
Red, red.
Blue, blue.
Red, red, blue.
Blue, blue, red.
Red, red, blue, blue.
Blue, blue, red, red.
All right, and the next puzzle in the manual will probably be the number display.
Okay.
The number displayed is 2.
Press the button in the second position.
Alrighty.
What number was that?
That's the number 1. Next display is 4.
Press the button in the second position.
That's the number 1. The next display is 3.
Third position.
That's the number 1. The next display is 1.
Second position.
It's the number 1. The next display is 1.
The same label. Press the button number 1. Doesn't matter what position it is. Next module.
Alright. Next module is the word display.
Who's on first?
The word is they are.
They are. First column, second button.
The word nothing.
3 H's.
No.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No.
Middle.
No.
Yes.
No.
The word blank.
Alright. The next display is LED.
Lead. First column, third button.
The word blank.
Blank. Wait.
Alright. The next display is LED. LED.
LED. First column, second button.
The word first.
First. Left.
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
No.
Middle.
No.
No.
Alright, that one's solved. Let's go to the Morse code.
Oh, God.
Alright, I'm waiting for it to pause so I know where to start. Okay. It was beep dash beep beep. The next one is beep. Fuck.
Was it just like a beep? Try 3.542.
How do I move it?
There's like a arrow to the side.
Yeah, but it won't let me go to 4. It's only 3.5 and higher.
Yeah, so 3.542.
Oh, I thought you said 452. 542.
542.
Okay, solved it. All right, the next one we have 10 seconds is the vertical wires, vertical wires.
Just cut them all. Just cut them all. Just cut them all.
Okay. Damn it.
Like, if you only have 10 seconds at that point, like, you're basically just like...
It hit 0. It hit... Oh, no, wait. I had 2 seconds left, so I clipped the wrong wire. I got struck out.
That's too bad.
Dang it. Man, that one's hard.
The Morse code or the...
Yeah, the Morse code took too much time because you have to distinguish between a pause between letters.
And a pause between. See, and that's what I mean, because both Nate and Dan, like having the manual, it's easy, and it was always like me getting it on the bomb, and they were like, "Oh, it's so easy," and I'm like, "It's not that effing easy," because
the manual is easy. When you're looking at the manual, it's easy because you can guess what letter, and then the next letter, you're like, oh, okay, that must be this word. But if you're looking at the dots, it's
you're like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what this is.
When you initiate that module, it's already in the middle of it, so you have to wait for it to clear.
Right.
And then if you weren't sure if there was a pause between letters or if that was part of the first word or first letter, then you have to wait for it to totally reset to figure it out. So it's like
exactly. I appreciate the fact that you understand where I'm coming from with hating that module. I hate that module.
You've had Morse code like 3 times already. That was my first time having it.
Yeah, and that's why I was looking at it like, oh, this is easy, looking at it from the manual's perspective.
Yeah.
When you're looking at it on the bomb, you're like, oh my god, this is so intimidating. Why?
It would be easier if it was sounds
instead of flashes. Fact.
Because then you could just memorize.
Well, we say that.
I don't know if it's actual.
We say that, but could you imagine if it was like making that sound the entire time?
But I'm saying you could, yeah. But if you actually knew Morse code, which I don't want to use there's actual Morse code. I think it's their variation of it. Has to be.
No, I'm pretty sure it is actual Morse code.
Is it?
Pretty sure. I mean, they may as well. I need to look it up, but if I had to guess, I would say that they were using the actual Morse code.
Because it is actual Morse code because the 3 beeps are an S. That's correct. So if you knew Morse code.
Bop, 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 bop. Anyways, are you ready? Yeah. You got your manual up? Let's go.
Well, hold on.
Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Do me a favor. Can you do me a favor real quick?
And finish this glass of champagne?
Yeah. Do me a favor. I want you to take everything out of your hands. Alright? I want you to turn your palms face up. I want you to read your tattoos on your wrists.
You know they're upside down, right?
It doesn't matter. You know what they say. I love you.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Patience.
That's why. Never mind.
I gotta take my little crazy boot foot off thing and then sit back down. Takes me a minute.
Yeah, please don't mess up your feet. Yeah. I mean, I didn't even jack up my toe. My heels alone, like, are all jacked up.
Oh, are they any better, or are they still jacked up?
Well, the skin came off my right heel. So, like, my right, like, my heel has been super, super sensitive. And the skin has started coming off my left heel. So, I'm just trying to, like, keep it moisturized to try and keep the skin on there as long as possible so that when it comes off, the skin underneath it is prepared to experience the rest of the world. Alright, so I'm flipping my notepad. I don't know if you keep a notepad for this game, if you've tried that yet.
I have not been keeping it.
I have scratch paper that I've been using. I mean, I've kind of been using it for both of us.
Both of us. Yeah, I was about to say it's been saving both of us because I haven't been.
I mean, it's not necessarily saving. I just use it for the ones that are like the number display. Yeah.
The number display.
Yeah.
Whatever the other one is.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So I'll walk you through this one again.
Yeah, fair game. No more hand holding, etc., etc. Let's do this. Just remember the alarm's going to go off, so we'll figure it out.
Are you going to? Do you plan on finishing that whole bottle of champagne?
Yes.
I love you.
Oh, God. Okay, so buttons. I have a red button. It says hold.
Alrighty. If your button is red, press immediately and release it.
Okay. The word display. Who's on first?
Okay.
It says lead, L-E-A-D.
Bottom right.
Bottom right is okay. The word.
Okay. Middle.
No.
No.
The next word is your, possessive, so Y-O-U-R.
Second column, second word.
Right, the direction.
Yes.
No.
Nothing.
No.
The word nothing.
No.
Ready.
No.
Press, P-R-E-S-S.
Yep. Sorry, the lights went out. I'm waiting for the lights to come back on. Oh, the display is blank. Nothing, like no word, no anything.
Okay, first column, third word.
First column, third word. Your, possessive, Y-O-U-R.
Uh-huh. Or sorry, U-H-U-H.
I got it anyway. Okay, maze. My circles are first column, fifth row, third column, second row.
Okay, where's your white dot?
Fourth column, first row.
Okay, where's your red triangle?
Fifth column, fifth row.
Okay, all right. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right. You're going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Left.
Mm-hmm.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
Left. Down. Down. Right. Up. Right.
Okay. That leaves. Oh shit. I don't know if complicated wires comes before Morse code. Complicated wires.
Horizontal, vertical, or crisscross?
Vertical.
All right. What color's first wire?
It has red and blue. No LED, no star.
Okay. What's the last digit of the serial number?
It's 6 even.
Cut it.
I have a red wire with an LED.
Okay. How many batteries does the bomb have? Is that more than 2? Or 2 or more?
No.
Leave it.
Okay, sorry. It's blue with an LED.
Leave it.
Okay. Red and blue with an LED.
Cut it.
I blew up.
Cause strikeout or time?
Time.
Was that the last puzzle?
No.
Okay.
No, we still had Morse code to go.
Oh damn.
I was trying to, while you were looking up the Venn diagram, I was trying to look up what the not the letters, but you know, what was being transmitted.
Use the manual.
No, that's not what I meant. I was like writing down like dot dash dot dot. Like I was trying to figure out where the start of the word was.
Oh, okay, cool.
While you were looking up while you were looking at the Venn diagram, I was trying to do that.
That's actually really smart.
I mean, I have my moments. I have.
You know what we could strategize for Morse code? We could always start with Morse code, like as far as like whatever puzzle we start on, kind of keep out of the corner of your eye while you're solving it when it goes blank, and then when it's about to start again, and then write down the first letter, and then finish the rest of that puzzle.
That's what I was trying to do, but it was really confusing me. So I think maybe we need to have like a trying to think of a word. I think we need to have like a pro word, not like a pro word. I mean, it's kind of like a safe word, but a pro word for like while you look at the Venn diagram or whatever you're looking at, there's also the Morse code module, and I'm trying to look at it. Does that make sense? Like a word. Like I could be like, you know, the wire's red and blue with an LED, no star, pineapple. So like that gives you a moment to be like, okay, I can take a second to breathe because I know that she's looking at the Morse code thing right now.
Wait, did you just use our real safe word on live stream?
No. Is that our safe word?
Okay. Next thing. Okay, but what I was going to say was strategy was do the always start with Morse code if there's Morse code. Like always start with it and do the first letter. Like, or don't do the first letter, but write down the beeps or whatever it is for the first letter. If you're the person on the puzzle, not the manual.
Okay.
Wait, let me finish. So do that, and then do all the rest of the puzzles, and then go to Morse code last and try and figure it out from there. So at least you have the first letter already just right off the bat, and you can kind of figure it out if you have time left.
So the only snag I see there is if the side you start on doesn't have the Morse code. Like I do grab the bomb and like flip it around to see what I have to deal with, but if the side that you start with doesn't have the Morse code, then you already have to wait for the entire word to repeat for you to see the first letter. Now, if there's another module on that side of the bomb, what we could try is, hey, I've identified Morse code. There's a module on that same side of the bomb. I'm going to start with that module and keep the Morse code out of the corner of my eye to try and get the first letter. Does that make sense? I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying like...
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true.
My brain hurts.
Maybe we'll just get better at Morse code.
Maybe we'll just get better. Maybe we'll just memorize Morse code and we'll just start messaging each other in periods and underscores. Sounds like an excellent idea.
You're such a weirdo.
I am a weirdo. You haven't been watching my Let's Plays. I've been playing Undertale like nobody's business this weekend.
Yeah, I need to watch those.
Oh my god, it's awful. Like, I was streaming and I've been using this. So the program, the software that came on the laptop is really good, except that it's only compatible with certain games. Undertale is not one of those games. So I got this free streaming / capture software. And it is by no means perfect, of course, because it's free. And I've been using that to stream, and the problem is that it's very hit or miss. When you open up Undertale, it doesn't open full screen, so you have to change it to full screen as you're playing. And when you do that, if you're changing it to full screen, hitting like the Windows button to bring up the start menu, it can glitch the capture. So like as I'm streaming, I've had a couple of live streams where it would just go like I would be 5 minutes in and then I already corrupted the stream and I didn't realize it until like 2 hours later. So now like I feel super narcissistic because now I've got like the feed up, the stream and the feed up on my my tablet. So I can actually see the stream right now that we have going, but I ended up doing that so I could tell if the stream was corrupted or not, so that I didn't spend 3 hours streaming something and then find out that I had jacked it up 20 minutes in, because that's happened like 3 times now with Undertale.
Yeah.
So, and that's the only reason why I knew like that this could operate in a windowed mode, because I wanted to be able to see the manual this time, and the software that came on the laptop you can't just capture the desktop, which is what the problem with it is. And the fact that you can't really tell when you're streaming to YouTube using YouTube. So, like, I ended up going back to the software that I just downloaded that's been glitching out, ironically. So I went back to that, told it just capture the whole screen. So I've got, like, Skype shoved off into the corner with, like, your little blank picture, and then the windowed game, and then the manual. But then I've also got the stream up so I can tell this entire time we've been streaming correctly, uninterrupted, uncorrupted. I don't have a word to describe this. But anyways, are you ready to do this? We're gonna do it again. Yeah?
Do you want to take a break or do you want to keep going?
I don't want to take a break, but I can take a break if you want to take a break.
Which one are we on? We're on
It's the same one. I keep exploding.
Okay, I tell you what. I'm gonna try fair game again, and then you can try fair game again, and then if we blow up both times, then we'll take a break. Or we'll try one more time each, regardless, and then we'll take a break. And we'll just talk.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Sure.
Okay. Alright. Okay, add a game. So you got the manual up?
Yep.
Alright. Alrighty, here we go. So we've got, let's see what the first best one would be. Alright, let's do the wires first, the regular wires.
Okay, how many?
I've got 6 wires.
Okay.
Which are yellow.
Are there any red?
There is 1 red.
Cut the 4th wire.
Alrighty. The next puzzle is the number display. The number displayed is 3.
Press the button in the 3rd position.
That's the number 3. The next display is 3 again.
1st position.
That's the number 1. The next display is 4.
Press the button labeled 4.
That's the 1st position. The next display is 2.
First.
That's the number 2. The next display is 3.
Same label. Press the number 2.
Number 2. That puzzle is complete. All right. The next puzzle is the maze. The circles. One is in the second quadrant, very middle.
Mm-hmm.
The other circle is in the third quadrant, top middle.
Yep.
The white dot is in the fourth quadrant, top left. And red triangle is in the second quadrant, left middle.
Left. So wait, top, left, left, middle? You said the dot is in top left, and then the other one is in left middle. So
the dot is in the fourth quadrant, top left.
Yeah. Okay, so go up, right, right, up, left, down.
Okay. The next puzzle is the complicated wires, the vertical wire, the vertical wires. The first wire is yellow, the first wire is white and blue with no LED and no star.
Blue.
White and
serial number. Even or odd?
It's even.
Cut.
All right. The next wire is white with no star and no LED.
No star, no LED. Cut.
The next one's blue and red with a star, no LED.
Blue and red. Star. Oh God. Does it have a parallel port?
What the hell does that mean?
If you don't, skip it.
Okay. The next one's white with an LED and a star.
LED. Star. 2 batteries or more.
Yes.
Cut.
All right, the last one's white with no LED, but it does have a star.
White. No LED?
No LED.
Cut.
Have a star. All right.
Is the module done?
Right. Yes.
Okay, next.
I cut the other one. All right.
Oh.
So, Morse code.
Okay.
Dot, dash. Sorry, wait. Dot, dash. Dot, dash. Dash.
S. Dot. Dash. Dot.
I just blew up.
I'm sorry. I think that was slick.
Okay.
Well, good job you on actually getting the letters. I'm like fucking insane over here.
I almost had that one too.
Yeah.
That's okay. That was good.
Yeah, so the parallel ports, that's what I figured, was that if like we reached the end and there was an indicator that said it still wasn't green, then we could just go back and cut it. That's what I figured. I was like, fuck it, I don't know what a parallel port looks like right now.
And there was another wire, but it was white and it didn't have anything else. And since we had already cut one like that, I just went ahead and cut it.
Oh, smart. Yeah, yeah, you got it. So we're on fair game, right?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Hold on. Alrighty, I'm ready.
Oh, God. Oh, let's see how this goes. I can hear the lobby music in the background for you. I don't know if you can hear it with me. What the? Oh, okay.
Cannot, but if you're the one reading the manual, it's actually very
Button?
comforting.
It's blue and it says hold.
Okay. All right, hold the button down.
White. Never mind, I got it. Okay. Number display.
Okay.
It says 2.
Okay. Press the button in the second position.
Okay, that's a 3. Number says 4.
Press the button in the same position that you pressed in stage 1.
Okay, that was second. That's number 1. Display says 3.
Press the button in the third position.
Okay. It says 2.
All right, press the button in the first position.
Okay. Number 3.
Press the button with the same label you pressed in the last one.
Okay. For Morse code, I have dash ...
Okay. All right, that is B. All right.
Dash.
All right, hey, try 3.535.
No.
Shit, I forgot you have to hit submit, don't you? Damn.
I did.
Give me another letter from that Morse code.
Oh God, I just tricked myself out. We still have Simon Says.
That's okay.
And there's a vowel, and I have a strike.
Wait, what's the Morse code?
Well,
Just one more letter. Just give me one more letter.
Dash ... dash ... dash ... dash ... dash ... dash.
Okay, try this. Try 3.600 megahertz.
Okay. Simon Says we have a strike and a vowel.
Okay.
Red.
Yellow.
Red, blue.
Yellow, blue. No, I'm sorry. Yellow, green. Yellow, green.
Red, blue, blue.
Yellow, green, green.
Red, blue, blue, blue.
Yellow, green, green, green.
Red, blue, 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 yellow.
Yellow, green, 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 red.
Okay, sequence. First occurrence is blue to C.
Okay. All right, so blue to C is, don't cut it.
Yeah, I got that. Whatever. We got to that, I had 15 seconds left, so I was just, I don't even know if I ran out of time or, yeah.
Oh, we could. Oh, yeah, I guess we could.
So time remaining was 4.95 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So.
It takes a while. It takes a while for them to sequence through. Like, it's not just one. You have to wait for it to reset, and that does another one, right?
Basically. We did mostly fine with the rest of it. It was... That Morse code took forever.
Yeah, sorry. And I honestly, it was a 50-50 shot when I gave you that last megahertz. Because there were two words with both the letters B and S in them at the end. So I just said one of them.
Yeah, that's why I hate the Morse code module.
Yeah.
I want to go again.
Okay.
But I figure you're getting tired, so we can stop for a little bit.
Well, if you want to go again, we can go again.
But you already said that you wanted to, like, take a break.
I guess. I figured maybe the drunker you... How many more champagnes do you need?
How many more champagnes do I need? All of the champagne. I need all of the champagne.
How much do you have left? Oh no.
Maybe a third of a bottle. But I just filled up my cup, so I also have a full glass. Full-ish.
Okay, hold on. Let me...
But I mean, we've been going for over 3 hours. I mean, I know a lot of that's been us, like, well, I say us. I know a lot of that's been me, like, making chicken nuggets and stuff.
That didn't take you that long. Oh, shit.
It took longer than you going to the bathroom.
Nah. Fuck. My mouse fell behind the couch. Hold on.
Well done.
I think I got it. Nice. I got it. I recovered it.
Good job, you.
All right. Oh man. All right. Let's take a break then. Just a minute.
Okay. Do you want me to cancel or pause the stream or whatever? I can do that.
Yeah.